concept of choose solidarity is twofold. The first part of the value is about doing the work together. That we're not just here you don't come here every day to just get what you need and then keep it moving. We choose to do the work in a way that everyone in our community has to be successful in order for us to say, yes, we actually accomplished our goal. The second part of choosing solidarity is making a conscious decision that in that process, we're going to create an environment where we celebrate every identity and where we have an opportunity to understand our own identity and where it's part of the expectation that we get to know others' identities and then create a space where those can thrive, and understanding that that work is very challenging. So making a choice to say we want an environment that strives to do that, and the way we do that is by celebrating identity, asking each other about identity, having conversations about those things.
To be a Brooklyn High Panther is to display that, not only that sense of self-awareness, but also the grit and the determination that it takes to truly push past all of the obstacles. Because the reality is that we face a lot of obstacles, especially being people of color, and to be willing to champion those things and communicate in such a way that we are consistent advocates for ourselves and saying that, you know, I'm not gonna settle for average, but I'm gonna push myself to excellence.
An AFBHS Panther is someone who will strive for success even though they have obstacles in front of them.
To be an AFBHS Panther means to take pride in who you are, where you come from, your upbringings, and take pride in the fact that you're here to learn.
To be an AFBHS Panther means that you are critically conscious, academically prepared, and focused.
So you can expect that all of your teachers are extremely well prepared for classes. So what that means is when you walk in the classroom, there's going to be an engaging question, there's going to be rigorous content, it's going to push you to move forward. You're going to be asked to think, and your head's going to hurt a little bit in different classes throughout the day. So you can experience that as an adult here also. In addition to that, what you can expect as a student at AFBHS is that you're going to be known. People are going to know your name. They're going to see what you're doing. They're going to see what you produce, and they're going to ask you to produce more if you're underproducing, and they'll celebrate you if you're producing a lot. But this is a space where you'll be known. People will know your name, and you will have to work on building relationships with people. And sometimes that's easy and sometimes it's not, but it's part of the experience that relationships will be built.
This school provides a program such as speech and debate, which helps with public speaking. In other schools, public speaking may not be their number one priority, but like in college and discussions, you're gonna have to be able to perform in front of people with eloquence, and speech and debate has built that in me, and I can now do that.
AFBHS offers tons and tons of opportunities, resources, and an average AFBHS student always takes advantage of any opportunity that's given, like pre-college programs, the excessive amount of extracurricular activities, the tons and tons of office hours you can attend.
Incoming scholars take composition, history, physics, a range of courses, dance, theater, foreign language, the idea being that they're all prerequisite courses that give them the skills that they need to be successful in AP courses, and then eventually in college.
I would also say that another thing that makes this school different is the sense of community that we have. Every Friday we have community meetings that really allows us to get together as one. This school makes sure that we help each other lead to our goal of college, and that is essentially not what other public schools do. We also have smaller classes, which also lets us build together and show that we all come to the finish line together as one.
The best thing about this school would most likely be the relationship that I have with teachers. I see my teachers as not only educators, but also as people. They treat me like I'm capable, and I respect them for that. They treat me like I'm a learning scholar, just like we're learning with each other.
I think the final piece of that, we take very seriously trying to make what we do in this building working against or creating a counter narrative to systemic oppressions that exist outside of this building. And I think we've gotten more serious about that, and I do think that sets us apart from other high schools.
Our core values are lead with love, champion excellence, and choose solidarity.
So I'll go with leading with love first. So leading with love, to me in the classroom, I spoke about being a counter narrative, is that our classrooms are living, breathing examples of the difference that valuing someone else's life can have. And I think that we've seen things this summer about the lack of value for Black and brown lives, and that if the way in which we're interacting with our students and the way that we're viewing who they are as a people is not working against that, then we're not truly loving that student. Are you really valuing the life and loving the life of the scholars that you have in front of you on the day-to-day? I think the biggest way, specifically a history classroom, that I see that is that, are we valuing everyone's voice in a way that, in a content that's not always done that.
Our second core value, champion excellence, is about the concept that if you're going to do something, do it at an excellent bar. That if you're going to come to work in the morning, come to work on time, dress at your best, prepared, because those decisions become the habits that play out in the way we function. And so we choose to care about every little thing and to do it right, because we believe that by championing excellence, we become the type of people who can accomplish more, because we care about the details and we care about doing them to a high bar.
Choosing solidarity is making sure that we all have each other's backs at all times. Understanding that we all come from the same community, and it's important that we love each other and support each other in such a way that we never feel alone, because we're not alone in this process, and building the types of bonds that we need to build so that even once they leave here, they still have people that they can lean on for support.
The concept of lead with love comes from the idea that in order for us to really become our best selves, and in order for us to be honest enough with ourselves and each other to become excellent, that has to be born of a place of unconditional love. Meaning that you would go as far as you needed to go with someone, not expecting anything in return. And that in order for us to achieve the goals that we set out in our mission, that love is necessary, because the work that we're asking ourselves to do is difficult, and it requires each of us to become better people than we were before. And in order for us to see that in each other and not assume that we can't grow, it has to be grounded in love. An AFBHS Panther
is critically conscious,
proud to achieve success,
Culturally aware,
unshakable.